going on, guys? John here, another video. This video I'm doing a review on one of my favorite rods, actually. So this is going into a 2-year review. It is my G.Loomis NRX 822S SYR. It is a Shakeyhead rod, that's what SYR stands for. So here it is, NRX Plus 822S SYR. The 822S typically means 82 inches 2 power. S stands for spinning, 82 inches being the 6'10" length, and it is an extra fast action with a meg medium power, and the lure rating is 1/8 to 5/16 ounce with a line rating of 8 to 12. It is similar but not identical to the 822S drop shot rod. Compared to my drop shot rod, that the bend on this rod is actually a little bit more parabolic. It's still an extra fast, but I feel that it's just got a slight more give, but then a little more backbone. You can see right here that it is actually a true extra fast, but as you can see going down the blank, it is a little bit more parabolic. Just showed you. It's got 4 Fuji stainless guides with SIC inserts. Right, so the first 3 and the tip, and then the rest are recoil. Hear a lot of people, you know, bashing recoil guides. I haven't really had any issues with them. So my experience with this rod, like I just said, it's got a little bit more parabolic bend, and then the meg medium, as most G.Loomis fans know, is pretty much gets heavier in power down the butt end of the blank. That's made for hook sets, and especially if you're in deeper water. I don't fish too much deep water, but this rod still is pretty forgiving with the hook sets. So where I fish, because obviously I use it for shaky head, it's hard now for me to use a traditional shaky head with the line tie that is literally on the bottom, because within the last couple years there has been like weeds and muck growing off the bottom, and it's like really soft, and it gets caught on the line tie. So I had to adapt. I pretty much use a Jika rig or jig rig version of a shaky head that you can see. You have the swivel, and you have a split ring with a drop shot weight with a split ring onto the snap to the hook, and I fish it just like a shaky head. Technically your line tie isn't exactly on the bottom, but your bait is kind of like vertical like a shaky head, so this makes it actually super weedless. You can fish it exactly the same way as a shaky head, and with the swivel eliminates line twist. So I basically fish it like a traditional shaky head, but it's much more weedless. With the swivel, it actually eliminates line twist, which is nice, and it keeps your line, your knot, actually away from any sort of contact with any kind of cover or structure that may potentially damage your knot. So now, let's talk more about the rod. Obviously, you know, the lifetime warranty, never had to use it for a claim, knock on wood. Hope I don't have to. The rod held up nice to some crazy conditions that I fished with back in 2024. I mean, like constant rain, you know, exposed to the elements. Rod still pretty clean, no scuffs, no damage, right? The matte black unclear coated bare blank is still pristine condition. I mean, I keep my rod in a rod glove, that's a given. The rod, I've had already an NRX SYR before, but in the last gen NRX, as well as a GLX. So I find that this rod, it's not as soft as the GLX, but it feels just like the old NRX. But you have the Spiral X on it, as you can see. It's upside down, but It says Spiral X. What it does, it reinforces the blank, gives the blank a little bit more strength, helps out with sensitivity as well, without adding any weight. And what the Spiral X is, it's actually a carbon fiber wrap. Not sure if you could see it, but those ridges or lines that you see is actually the Spiral X. So I noticed that it's actually a little more responsive than the NRX because of the Spiral X. The last gen NRX, I mean. I gotta be specific on that. I noticed that the deflection on the rod is a lot quicker, right? It's a lot more sensitive because of that. The recovery a lot quicker. You know, when you're working your bait, you want that nice quick recovery, just in case you got to set the hook. I did cork seal the handle, and as you can see, I did not clean it at all, and it's held up to constant, literally 80% of the time that I've been fishing rain. So it's held on nice. I may add another coat of cork sealer, but that's, you know, not necessary. Most likely next year I'll add it. And even though it comes with a hook keeper right back here, I added my own Fuji Easy Keeper just because I don't want to damage the blank. When you pay a lot of money for these rods, you want to protect your investment. You don't want any sort of damage on it. So I'm pretty conscious about my rods. And now the reel that I use on it is none other than a 2021 Shimano X-Sense C3000 MHGA, and this rod weighs, reel weighs 6.3 ounces, plus the rod weight of 3.2, so you're looking at a 9.5 ounce combo, which is stupidly light. The balance point is right at the tip over here, just where I like it. Now pricing, they are expensive. My only gripe about this rod is the price, but you know, you do get lifetime warranty, you get quality, right, made in America, and you know, you get everything you ever want in a high-end rod. If you want this rod, haggle. I mean, try and get at least 10% off of it. Do not pay full price. I didn't pay full price. If I'm not mistaken, I think I got like 30% off, just because I know the guys at Gagnon. As I said, don't pay full price when you don't have to. And these retail for $910, and that's in Canadian. So before anybody tells me they could get it cheaper at American Legacy, congratulations, but we don't have that here in Canada. You know, I enjoy using this rod. It's nice and balanced. For a guy with busted up shoulders, the balance and the lightness helps. I'm pretty sure even it would balance nice too, even if you were to throw Stella on it. Stella weighs 7.4 ounces. It would be completely fine. So it's got the multi-taper blank. So I mean, what that is it makes sure that the blank is a nice smooth shape, so that way it eliminates any sort of weak spots, creates sensitivity, gives you that nice crisp action and all of that fun stuff. But I've mentioned that in my previous G.Loomis videos. I'll probably link them down below in the description once I find them all. But yeah, I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, so my final thoughts is I really, like I said, I enjoy using the rod. This rod's a freaking blast to use. As I stated, it's nice and light, it's balanced, the action is crisp. You know, that crisp action for when you're working the bait. And also too, I mean, it does have that little bit of give down the middle when you're playing a fish, which is really nice. That's actually what I look for a lot. You know, that way, I mean, if a fish jumps and all of that, I mean, it'll stay pinned. And this combo with the X-Sense, it's a complete package. I mean, It would be extremely hard to beat this combo if it's even beatable at all. The only thing that I could see it getting beat by would be like Shimano Poison Ultima, the 7-foot medium. So I've never used that rod anyway, so I can't really give an opinion. But I can give opinion about this rod. So yeah, I mean, if it's within your budget, go for it. If you're looking for a Shakeyhead rod, I'm not telling you to go buy these expensive rods. I mean, this is my decision to do it by myself. From a guy, like I said, with busted up shoulder, having light balanced combos makes me have more fun on the water, makes me stay out longer, rather than coming home and icing the shit out of my shoulders. I hope you enjoyed. That's the end of my video. I appreciate watching. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.